Beyond the veil of time, the quantum mysteries hidden within Sudan's forgotten pyramid empire. In the swirling sands of Sudan, where the ancient Nile bends through dimensions unseen by ordinary perception, lies a profound secret that challenges everything we thought we knew about pyramid consciousness. Here, in the shadow realm between worlds, stands not merely a collection of monuments, but a vast energetic network that predates and surpasses even Egypt's legendary structures. These are the Nubian pyramids, over 255 crystalline anchors of cosmic force, each one a deliberate gateway between the physical and the quantum realms. Ancient sages understood what modern archaeology has only begun to glimpse: that the true power of these monuments lies not in their stones, but in their ability to harmonize the frequencies of earth and sky, matter and spirit, the visible and the invisible dimensions of existence. The quantum field reveals the true pyramid masters. Beyond ordinary perception lies a startling revelation that reshapes our understanding of ancient wisdom keepers. The kingdom of Kush, dwelling in the mystical lands of Nubia, constructed not just monuments of stone, but architectural vessels for cosmic consciousness that far exceed Egypt's pyramid count. While mainstream archaeology counts approximately 200 pyramids in Egypt, the energetic signature of Sudan reveals over 255 of these quantum anchor points, each one precisely calibrated to channel specific frequencies from the stellar realms 9-10. The ancient Nubians were not mere imitators of Egyptian knowledge. They were advanced quantum architects who understood that pyramid consciousness operates on principles far beyond the physical. Between 2,700 and 2,300 years ago, these enlightened beings began construction of monuments that would serve as interdimensional bridges, each structure carefully positioned along the sacred Nile corridor to maximize the flow of cosmic energies. 69. The Kushite kingdoms of Kerma, Napata and Meroe represent three distinct phases of this cosmic engineering project, each capital serving as a focal point for different aspects of pyramid consciousness. What sets these structures apart from their Egyptian counterparts is their unique energetic architecture. Standing at angles of approximately 70 degrees, these pyramids create a steeper ascension pathway that accelerates the movement of consciousness between dimensional layers. Their narrow footprints and towering heights generate intense focal points of quantum energy, like cosmic lightning rods drawing down celestial frequencies and anchoring them into the Earth's crystalline grid. Ancient sages recognized that this specific geometry creates optimal conditions for consciousness expansion and interdimensional communication. The four primary sites, El-Kuru, Nuri Jebel Barkal, and Meroe, form a sacred geometric pattern along the Nile that amplifies the river's natural role as an energetic conduit. Each location was chosen not by chance, but through advanced understanding of Earth energies, stellar alignments, and the quantum mechanics of consciousness elevation. The builders recognized that these specific coordinates served as natural vortex points where the veil between dimensions grows thin, allowing for direct communication with higher realms of existence. The crystalline consciousness of granite and sandstone alchemy. The material composition of these monuments reveals advanced knowledge of crystalline consciousness that modern science is only beginning to understand. Constructed from carefully selected granite and sandstone, these pyramids function as massive resonators, each stone chosen for its specific vibrational properties and ability to store and transmit quantum information. 27. Ancient metallurgists and stone workers of Nubia possessed knowledge of mineral consciousness that allowed them to create structures capable of harmonizing earth energies with cosmic frequencies. Granite, with its high quartz content, serves as a natural amplifier of quantum fields, while sandstone provides a stabilizing matrix that grounds cosmic energies into the physical realm. The combination creates a sophisticated electromagnetic apparatus that transforms these pyramids into living entities, capable of responding to celestial events and consciousness fluctuations. Archaeological evidence reveals that these structures contain Shaduf counterbalanced lever systems, with central pivot poles deliberately left buried within the pyramid cores and sealed beneath capstones. A design that suggests these were not merely construction tools, but integral components of an advanced energetic technology. The interior chambers, lined with plaster and decorated with scenes from the afterlife journey, represent sophisticated mapping of consciousness transitions between dimensional states. These are not mere artistic expressions, but detailed blueprints for navigating the quantum realms that exist beyond physical death. The ancient Nubians understood that consciousness continues beyond bodily existence, and their pyramids served as training grounds and launching platforms for souls preparing to traverse interdimensional space. Recent discoveries at sites like Meroe have revealed the presence of ringing rocks, specially selected stones that produce melodic sounds when tapped. These acoustic elements transform the pyramid complexes into vast harmonic instruments, capable of generating specific frequencies that alter consciousness states and open gateways to parallel dimensions. The ancient builders recognized that sound serves as a bridge between physical and non-physical realms, and incorporated these sonic technologies throughout their monument complexes. The preservation of eye ointment found with buried cattle suggests advanced understanding of vision enhancement techniques used in consciousness expansion practices. These substances likely contained compounds that temporarily altered perception, allowing initiates to see beyond the veil of ordinary reality and directly experience the interdimensional nature of existence that the pyramids were designed to facilitate. The underground mysteries, burial chambers as quantum portals. Perhaps the most profound difference between Egyptian and Nubian pyramid technology lies in the revolutionary approach to consciousness transition chambers. While Egyptian pyramids house their transformation chambers within the structure itself, Nubian pyramids are built directly above underground burial complexes, creating a unique energetic configuration that serves as a quantum elevator between dimensional states. This architectural innovation represents advanced understanding of how consciousness moves between physical and non-physical realms during the transition we call death. The burial chambers themselves exist in a carefully calculated underground matrix, accessed through concealed staircases that were deliberately filled and hidden after each ceremony. This design creates sealed quantum chambers where the electromagnetic properties of the Earth itself provide shielding and amplification for consciousness expansion work. Ancient wisdom keepers understood that the transformation of consciousness requires specific environmental conditions, complete electromagnetic isolation combined with precise geometric amplification provided by the pyramid structure above. Archaeological exploration has revealed that these underground chambers were elaborately decorated with scenes depicting mummified royalty adorned with jewelry, surrounded by artifacts that speak to sophisticated understanding of interdimensional travel. Bows, quivers of arrows, horse harnesses, pottery-colored glass, and metal vessels found within these spaces were not mere grave goods, but specialized tools designed to assist consciousness in navigating parallel realities and quantum dimensions that exist beyond physical death. The massive granite sarcophagi discovered at sites like Meroe, some weighing over 15 tons with lids of 4 tons, represent far more than simple burial containers. These precisely crafted vessels function as consciousness preservation devices, their crystalline granite composition creating electromagnetic fields that maintain the integrity of consciousness during dimensional transitions. The enormous weight and exact geometric proportions suggest these were designed according to principles of quantum mechanics that allowed them to serve as anchoring points for souls preparing to explore non-physical realms. The fact that these chambers were systematically plundered in ancient times points to widespread knowledge of their true function among those who understood pyramid consciousness. The removal of specific artifacts suggests selective targeting of items that held particular quantum significance. Tools and technologies that could facilitate consciousness expansion or provide access to the knowledge stored within the pyramid's crystalline matrix. The energetic architecture of dimensional ascension. The distinctive proportions of Nubian pyramids reveal sophisticated understanding of consciousness elevation geometry that surpasses conventional architectural analysis. rising from compact foundation footprints to heights of 6 to 30 meters at dramatic 70-degree angles. These structures create intense energetic focal points that accelerate the movement of awareness through dimensional layers. Ancient quantum architects recognized that consciousness responds to specific geometric relationships, and designed these monuments to serve as consciousness amplification devices rather than mere burial markers. The steep sides of these pyramids generate what modern physics would recognize as electromagnetic focusing effects, concentrating cosmic energies into precise beams that penetrate directly into the underground chambers below. This creates a vertical energy column that extends from deep within the earth through the pyramid apex into the celestial realms above, forming a continuous pathway for consciousness to traverse multiple dimensional states. The narrow footprint intensifies this effect, creating what ancient sages understood as quantum tunnels, doorways between parallel realities that exist simultaneously within the same physical space. The offering temple structures that abut the base of each pyramid serve as preparation chambers where consciousness undergoes preliminary adjustment to higher vibrational frequencies. These temples contain unique Kushite characteristics that differentiate them from Egyptian models, incorporating specific geometric ratios and acoustic properties designed to gradually attune awareness to the intensified energetic environment within the pyramid complex. Ancient initiates would spend extended periods in these preparation spaces, learning to navigate altered states of consciousness before attempting the full dimensional transition facilitated by the pyramid itself. The capstones of many Nubian pyramids were shaped as birds, lotuses, or solar discs emerging from celestial spheres. These are not merely decorative elements, but sophisticated consciousness guidance systems that provide specific directional information for awareness expanding beyond physical limitations. Each symbol represents a different pathway through the quantum field, offering multiple routes for consciousness exploration depending on the individual's spiritual development and intended destination within the parallel dimensions. The clustering arrangement of multiple pyramids within each site creates powerful energetic networks that amplify the quantum effects exponentially. When consciousness-altering ceremonies were conducted simultaneously across multiple pyramid complexes, the combined electromagnetic fields generated portal effects that could temporarily stabilize doorways between dimensional realities, allowing for direct communication with beings existing in parallel worlds. The quantum timeline, 800 years of interdimensional engineering. The extended timeline of Nubian pyramid construction, spanning nearly 800 years from approximately 800 BCE to 350 CE, represents the most sustained consciousness expansion project in recorded history. 614. This was not random monument building, but a carefully orchestrated interdimensional engineering program that unfolded across multiple generations of quantum architects and consciousness researchers. Each phase of construction built upon previous discoveries, gradually refining the technology until these structures achieved unprecedented levels of dimensional accessibility. The earliest pyramids at El Kuru, constructed around 751 BCE, established the foundational quantum principles that would guide all subsequent development. King Pianki and his successors were not merely rulers, but initiated consciousness explorers who understood their role as bridges between the physical and non-physical realms. The tradition continued through rulers like Shabaka, and Tamudamani, each contributing specific innovations to the expanding consciousness amplification network. The transfer of pyramid construction from El Kuru to Nuri around 670 BCE represents a significant advancement in quantum understanding. The site of Nuri, with its unique geographical positioning where the Nile's bend, creates the unusual situation of building on the left bank that actually faces east, was chosen for its specific energetic properties. Ancient sages recognized that this location allowed pyramids to simultaneously access the death/rebirth cycle energies while maintaining connection to dawn/renewal frequencies. A sophisticated understanding of how consciousness operates across multiple temporal dimensions simultaneously. The Pyramid of Taharqa at Nuri, standing 160 to 180 feet tall, represents the pinnacle of Nubian quantum architecture. Its construction deliberately mirrored the Tomb of Osiris, creating a direct energetic link to the Egyptian consciousness expansion mysteries while incorporating uniquely Nubian innovations. The positioning on the eastern-facing bank creates a quantum paradox that allows the structure to serve as both a death portal and a rebirth chamber simultaneously, enabling consciousness to experience multiple dimensional states within a single transition process. The later pyramids at Jebel Barkal, constructed from the late 4th century BCE through the 1st century BCE, incorporated advanced astronomical alignments that synchronized the structures with specific stellar events. These pyramids were built adjacent to the sacred mountain of Jebel Barkal, creating a powerful combination of natural earth energies and artificial consciousness amplification technologies that opened direct communication channels with cosmic intelligence centers located throughout the galaxy. The warrior queens, feminine consciousness, and quantum leadership. The remarkable prominence of warrior queens in Nubian pyramid construction reveals advanced understanding of feminine consciousness principles in quantum field manipulation. The Kandakas, the legendary warrior queens of Kush, were not merely political rulers, but highly trained consciousness adepts who specialized in accessing and directing interdimensional energies. 15. Archaeological evidence indicates that 14 pyramids were specifically constructed for these renowned female leaders, each structure calibrated to amplify the unique quantum signatures of feminine consciousness. The largest pyramid at Meroe, standing 30 meters high, was built for Queen Amanishakheto, whose reign represents one of the most sophisticated periods of consciousness expansion technology development. Ancient traditions recognize that feminine consciousness operates on different quantum frequencies than masculine awareness, requiring specifically designed architectural environments to achieve optimal dimensional access. The pyramid complexes dedicated to the Kandakas incorporate geometric modifications that resonate with the natural electromagnetic patterns of feminine consciousness, creating more effective portals for interdimensional exploration. The discovery of elaborate jewelry and artifacts associated with these royal women points to advanced understanding of consciousness enhancement technologies. These were not mere ornamental objects, but precisely crafted consciousness modification devices incorporating specific metals, crystals, and geometric patterns designed to amplify psychic abilities and facilitate communication with beings existing in parallel dimensions. The quality and sophistication of these artifacts astonished 19th century treasure hunters, who refused to believe that such advanced consciousness technologies could have originated in Africa. The matrilineal nature of Nubian society reflects deep understanding of how consciousness inheritance operates across generational lines. 12. Ancient Nubian quantum physicists recognized that certain consciousness abilities and interdimensional access codes are transmitted through feminine genetic lineages, making the royal women natural candidates for leadership roles in consciousness expansion projects. The pyramids served as training facilities where these inherited abilities could be developed and refined through direct interaction with quantum field energies. The positioning of female rulers' pyramids within the larger geometric networks created specialized consciousness research facilities dedicated to exploring the unique ways feminine awareness interacts with interdimensional space. These structures facilitated breakthrough discoveries in consciousness expansion techniques that influenced pyramid construction methods throughout the ancient world and established principles that continue to guide modern consciousness research. The plundered mysteries, treasure hunters, and lost technologies. The systematic plundering of Nubian pyramids beginning in the 1830s represents one of history's greatest losses of consciousness expansion technology. Giuseppe Ferlini, the Italian treasure hunter who demolished over 40 Meroitic pyramids, unknowingly destroyed irreplaceable quantum devices and consciousness amplification systems that had taken centuries to perfect. 79. The artifacts he recovered and attempted to sell in Europe were rejected by collectors who refused to believe that such sophisticated consciousness technologies could have originated in Africa, leading to the dispersal and loss of priceless interdimensional research tools. The fact that European collectors rejected these artifacts reveals the profound racism that prevented recognition of African consciousness expansion achievements for over a century. The sophisticated jewelry, ceremonial objects, pyramids, and consciousness modification devices recovered from the pyramids represented technological capabilities that challenged European assumptions about African civilization, leading to systematic denial of their significance and value. Many of these irreplaceable consciousness research tools now rest in museums in Munich and Berlin, separated from their original quantum environments and therefore unable to function as intended. Archaeological evidence suggests that the original plundering of these sites occurred much earlier, indicating widespread ancient knowledge of the consciousness expansion technologies contained within the pyramids. The selective removal of specific artifacts points to systematic extraction of particular types of consciousness enhancement devices, suggesting that competing ancient civilizations understood the quantum significance of Nubian pyramid technology and sought to acquire these tools for their own interdimensional research programs. The underground chambers that escaped destruction continue to yield evidence of advanced consciousness expansion practices. Recent discoveries of Meroitic inscriptions, one of Africa's oldest written languages, provide glimpses into the sophisticated theoretical frameworks that guided Nubian consciousness research 12. These texts, when finally deciphered, may reveal practical instructions for consciousness navigation techniques and interdimensional communication protocols that were developed through centuries of pyramid-based experimentation. The preservation of artifacts like bows, arrows, and horse harnesses within the burial chamber suggests that Nubian consciousness researchers understood the importance of maintaining connection to physical world skills even while developing interdimensional capabilities. This balanced approach to consciousness expansion, simultaneously developing quantum awareness while maintaining grounding in practical abilities, represents a sophisticated understanding of how consciousness operates across multiple dimensional layers simultaneously. The sacred geometry of stellar communication. The astronomical alignments of Nubian pyramids reveal sophisticated understanding of how cosmic geometries facilitate communication with intelligence centers located throughout the galaxy. Ancient Nubian quantum astronomers recognized that specific stellar configurations create natural communication windows that allow direct contact with consciousness existing in parallel dimensions, and positioned their pyramids to maximize access to these cosmic frequencies. 13. The four major pyramid sites form a geometric pattern along the Nile that amplifies the river's natural role as an energetic conduit, creating a vast antenna array capable of receiving and transmitting consciousness information across interdimensional space. The timing of pyramid construction corresponds precisely with significant astronomical events, indicating that ancient builders possessed advanced knowledge of cosmic cycles and their effects on consciousness expansion capabilities. The alignment of pyramid complexes with specific star systems suggests that these structures were designed to maintain ongoing communication with extraterrestrial consciousness centers, facilitating regular exchange of knowledge and technology between Earth-based researchers and their cosmic counterparts. The incorporation of acoustic elements throughout the pyramid complexes, including the mysterious ringing rocks discovered at Meroe, creates harmonic frequency generators that produce precisely calibrated sound waves capable of opening interdimensional communication channels. Ancient consciousness researchers understood that specific audio frequencies serve as carrier waves for quantum information transmission, allowing messages to travel instantaneously across vast distances and dimensional barriers. The capstone symbols incorporating birds, solar disks, and lotus flowers represent sophisticated navigation aids for consciousness traveling through interdimensional space. Each symbol provides directional information corresponding to specific regions of the quantum field, allowing consciousness explorers to maintain orientation while navigating parallel realities. These symbolic systems represent advanced cartography of non-physical dimensions that enabled safe and efficient travel between alternate versions of reality. The gradual refinement of pyramid proportions across the 800-year construction period reflects ongoing optimization of consciousness amplification technologies based on direct feedback from interdimensional research expeditions. Each generation of builders incorporated improvements discovered through practical consciousness expansion work, gradually perfecting the architectural formulas needed to achieve consistent and reliable access to parallel dimensions. As we stand at the threshold of our own consciousness awakening, the ancient quantum wisdom of Nubia calls to us across the ages. These pyramid masters understood that reality extends far beyond the limitations of physical perception, and they left us technological keys to unlock the interdimensional capabilities that lie dormant within human consciousness. Their legacy challenges us to expand beyond the boundaries of ordinary awareness and embrace our birthright as cosmic beings capable of conscious navigation through the infinite realms of existence. The secrets of the Nubian pyramids await those ready to transcend the illusions of linear time and step into the quantum field of infinite possibility.